you don't know about me. Now, you have read a book by the name of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. That ain't no matter. That book was written by Mr. Mark Twain. He told the truth mainly. There were some things he stretched, but mainly he told the truth. But I'm going to tell you the truth as I see it. The story I'm enacting tonight. It's about me and my friend, a runaway slave named Jim, and a long journey that we took together. Now, the way that book winds up is this. Tom and me, we found the gold robbers that hidden down in Injun Joe's cave. Ha! It done made us rich. My papa disappeared.
Huckleberry!
So the widow Douglas and her sister Miss Watson took me in as their own. Allowed, it civilized me.
Huckleberry, where in the world have you been?
Just stayed after school to help teach her.
Oh.
Not likely. More like playing hooky and going fishing if I know a thing or two.
Oh, is that true? Oh, whatever am I going to do with you?
You lock him in the closet and pray for his soul.
Oh, maybe a whipping would do more good. I declare if you don't do your lessons
And say your prayers.
you're going to end up as worthless as your father. Oh, but land's sakes, you ain't even had your supper yet. Jim, get the boy a plate. A growing boy like you, we gotta put some flesh on those bones. Now, you sit here and just eat your fill. Oh, not until we've said the blessing.
It got pretty rough living in that house, seeing they're so regular and decent in all their ways.
Looky here, Huck. Do you want to go to heaven?
Do you want to go to heaven? Well, I'll tell you right now. You better learn to read and you better learn your writing. Or you'll never get to heaven because you won't know how.
You may think that the whole thing is silly, but it isn't silly really.
And I'll tell you right now, if you can't learn to read, then you can't read your Bible.
And you'll never get to heaven because you won't know how.
Now, Tom and me, we gave our money to Judge Thatcher. He put it up in interest, don't fetch us $1 a day. Well, that was mighty nice of him. But he thought they gave him the right to tell me what sort of person I should be, too.
Looky here, Huck, now you better think it over. Do you wanna be a loafer like your pappy is now? You better learn to read and you better learn your writing, or you'll never get to heaven cause you won't know how.
And Tom Sawyer wasn't above putting his 2 cents in worth either. So now I should be more like the fellows in those adventure books he's always reading about. Huh.
Absolutely insane.
Hey, hey, ain't the situation concerning education aggravating and how? Hey, hey, you wanna get to heaven? Well, you better get your lessons or you won't know how.
In fact, sometimes it seems like everybody in the whole dang town of St. Petersburg is trying to tell me who I should be.
Looky here, Huck. Do you want to be a feller like a feller really ought to be? I'll tell you right now. You better learn to read and you better learn your writing, or you'll never get to heaven because you won't know how.
Hey, hey, ain't the situation concerning education aggravating and how? Hey, hey, you wanna go to heaven, but you better get your lessons or you won't know how. Look at here, Huck, look at here, Huck, look at here, look at here, Huck, look at here. Read your Bible, Huck, look at here, Huck, look at here, Huck.
Huck. Huck. Do you remember how I told you about the good place and the bad place?
Yes.
Well, if you don't change, you're gonna go to the bad place.
I wish I was there.
Oh! How can you say a wicked thing like that?
Well, all I meant was I want to go somewhere. I want change. Not particular.
You live like me, and you'll go to the good place.
Well, I can't see no advantage where you're going, so I've made up my mind. I won't try for it.
Oh, that is it! You poor lost lamb! Oh, stand up!
Then the widow gave me a whipping. Well, cheered me up a little.
Now, you just go upstairs and say your prayers and go to sleep.
But that night, instead of sleeping, I shindied down the drain pipe. Got clean away. It was a lonesome night. There were only a few lights burning in the whole town of St. Petersburg. Where there were sick folk, maybe. The wind, trying to whisper something to me, like a ghost that can't quite make itself understood. So got to go about every night, grieving. Tom Sawyer, is that you?
Come along, Huck.
Well, where are we going?
Into Joe's cave.
So I followed him down through the graveyard to the river. Then we took the towpath, came to this big scar on the hillside. That's where we crawled into the cave. Its walls was of clay, damp, sweaty, and cold as a corpse.
All right, now we're gonna start this gang of robbers and call it Tom Sawyer's Gang.
What's the line of business of this gang?
Nothing, only robbery and murder.
Bully.
And anyone who wants to join has got to sign this oath in blood.
What's it say, Tom?
It swears every boy to stick to the gang and never tell any of its secrets. And if he does, he must have his throat cut and his carcass burnt up and the ashes scattered around and his name blotted off the list and never mentioned again by any of the gang, but have a curse put on it and be forgot forever.
Real beautiful, Tom.
Did you get that all out of your own head? Some. The rest of it's out of pirate and robber books.
Be a good idea to kill the families of the boys who tell the secrets, too.
Well, write it in.
But here's Huck Finn. He ain't got a family.
Well, then we gotta rule him out.
Yeah, every boy's got to have a family or somebody to kill. Otherwise, it wouldn't be fair and square for the others.
That's right. It's not fair.
I almost cried when I thought I wasn't going to allow him in Tom Sawyer's gang. Then I got an idea. Ha! Hey, there's Miss Watson. Old lady's taking care of me. Y'all can kill her.
Really? Well, there you go. She'll do. Huck, come on in. All right, everybody. Stick your finger with this knife and get some blood so we can seal the oath. With a bunch of us all stick together and we all go down as one. We could be highway robbers. We could be killers just out to have fun. But if any of you can't keep a secret, we'll cut your throat if you tell. Then lay you down in 6 feet of ground, cause we were born to raise hell. All together now, we are the boys. All together, forever and always. All together now, we are the boys. We're together forever and always.
Who are we gonna rob? Houses or cattle or people?
That ain't no sort of style. We're highwaymen. We stop the stages, they kill the people and take their watches and money.
Well, if the bunch of us all now listen, cause here's the part I like the best. If we all grab a hold of some horses, we could ride like the boys out west.
We could hoot, we could shoot, we could holler.
We could ride like the devil wind
And go back to the cave and sleep all day.
and do it the next night again. All together now, we are the boys. All together, forever and always. All together now, we are the boys. We're together forever and always.
Do we always kill the people?
Oh, certainly. Some consider it otherwise, but most it's considered best just to kill them.
Do we kill the women too?
Joe Harper, if I was as ignorant as you, I wouldn't let on. Kill the women? No! We fetch them back to the cave, and we're always as polite as pie to them. Then by and by, they fall in love with us and don't ever want to leave anymore.
Well, if that's the way, then I'm agreed.
If the bunch of us all stick together and we all go down as one, we could be highway robbers, we could be killers just out to have fun. And if the bunch of us all form a circle and surround all the ladies of the town, I said, hey, 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 we'll take them to the cave and dance until they all fall down. All together now we are the boys, all together forever and always. All together now we are the boys, forever and always. We are the boys, all together forever and always. All together now we are the boys, forever and always. Everybody signed?
Ouch! You big crybaby.
And not.
Or so.
And not.
Or so.
If you call me a crybaby again, I'm gonna tell everybody the secret.
Oh, no, find amongst the club members. No, here's a nickel, keep the trap shut. I gotta get going anyway, Tom. All right, go home. Well, we'll get together next week and rob some people and kill some people.
I can't get out till Sunday. Let's do it Sunday.
It'd be wicked to do it Sunday.
You great big sissy.
And not.
Or so.
And not.
All right, we'll just get together later and fix a date as soon as possible.
So long, Tom.
You don't seem to know nothing somehow, do they? Perfect sapheads.
Huh. Say, how's life been with the Aunt Polly?
Dismal. How's yours with the winter?
She won't let me smoke my pipe.
Aunt Polly won't let me smoke mine neither.
Ain't that just the way it is, people? Get down on something they don't know nothing about. There's not the widow. There's her sister. There's Watson. So blamed tiresome. Just all a buddy has to do in the good place. Go around all day with a harp and sing. So I asked her, Tom Sawyer gonna be there?
What did she say?
Now back in Sizzle's side. I was kind of glad to hear, you know? I want us to be together, Tom. Say, what are you gonna do with all that money?
Oh, Huck. Just think of it. $6,000 apiece. All gold found right here in this cave. What are we gonna do with it?
Light off the Western Territory.
Thunderation.
That's what I've been thinking.
It's a capital idea. I'll go with you.
Like, you don't mean it.
Sure I do. Soon as school's over.
You're really gonna come with me, Tom?
Yeah, come spring, two of us will steal some horses and we'll ride out to the Western Territories. Oh, but it's getting late and I should probably head in now. I'll see you in class, Huck.
See ya. But I know Tom Sawyer didn't mean it. No more than he meant about all that robbing and killing he was talking about. He wouldn't go with me. Who would? I have lived in the darkness for so long, I am waiting for the light to shine. Far beyond horizons I have seen, beyond the things I've been, beyond the dreams I dream, are the things I've done. In fact, each and every one are the way that I was taught to run. I am waiting for the light to shine. I'm waiting for the light to shine. Oh, I have lived in the darkness for so long. I am waiting for the light to shine. And I went back to the Willis thinking how I'd rather live in a sugar hog's head again. Like the old days, be free and satisfied. I had a feeling trouble was coming, but I didn't yet know what it was going to be here, nor what it was going to fall on me.
Starchy clothes.
There's that Papa's old self.
Think you're a good deal of a big bug, don't you?
Maybe I am, maybe I ain't.
You got yourself a bed? A looking glass? Why, there ain't no end to your airs. You're educated, so they say. You can read and write.
I do.
You think you're better than your old pap now? Your mama couldn't read. Couldn't write neither before she died. None in your family could before they died. I can't read. Say, let me hear you read something.
George Washington, the first president of the United States.
It's so. You can do it. I had my doubts when they told me. You drop that school, you hear me? I'll lay for you, my smarty. If I find you anywhere near that school, I'll tan your hide good. They say you're rich. How's that?
They lied, that's how.
I've been in town for 3 days, and I heard nothing except about you being rich. Now you give me the money.
What's all this commotion up here? Oh, Finn! What are you doing here?
Hello, Widow Douglas. Miss Watson. Why, I just came to see my boy. You know I love him so.
If you love him so, where have you been the last year?
Well, I've been upriver and down looking for a place where they don't hold a man's past against him. And then, well, I heard about my boy's good fortune. By the way, where's the money?
I ain't got it.
Huck, honor thy father.
Gave it to Judge Thatcher.
Judge Thatcher. We'll see about that.
No.
That morning we went to see Judge Thatcher.
Huck has made a nominal transfer of money to me, and I've put it in trust. Meanwhile, I pay him the interest, $300 a year.
$300 a year? Well, now, Your Honor, these women have done a fine job raising my boy up. Well, anybody can see that. But courts mustn't separate families.
Yeah?
And now that I'm back, I want my boy to live with me.
All he wants is the interest.
You do me wrong. Well, Your Honor, I'm a man who's often been misunderstood.
Now, I can believe that.
Upriver, though, I met a man and he showed me that I'd been a fool and that I'd fooled away my life. Now, this here was once the hand of a hog, but it ain't no more. It's a It's a clean hand now. So I want you to take hold of it, shake it, and don't be afeared of it. Because I'm telling you, I'm a new man.
Oh, if that is true, this is the holiest day on record.
Amen.
Now, Huck, who do you want to live with?
Well, I mean, I like the old ways. Kids like the new ones too. A little.
He's mine, and so's that money. I'm gonna get me a lawyer, Judge Thatcher, and I'm gonna take you to trial. Meanwhile, the boy stays with me.
You can't take...
No, there's nothing we can do about it. Legally, you're still the boy's father. But if you should harm him in any way, there will be consequences. I'm sorry, son. I never thought your father to come back. You know, things would have been a whole lot simpler if you'd have stayed dead.
First thing I'm gonna do is get you away from that school. I got me a cabin over on the Illinois shore. They can't touch us over there. We can live real good on $300 a year.
That's just what Pap had done. Moved to his old log hut. It was so woody, couldn't find it if he didn't know where it was.
clean those fish. That judge. Ain't I gonna show him who's Huck Finn's boss? And they call this a government. What kind of government tries to take a man's son away from him, huh?
Well,
A man's son, which he's had all the trouble and the anxiety of raising.
I don't know, Pap.
You know, I got me a mighty notion to leave this country for good and all. And I don't mind telling Judge Thatcher so to his face. Well, you dadgum government, you sorry so-and-sos. You got your damn hands in every pocket of my clothes. Well, you dadgum, you dadgum government. Uh-huh. Whoa, don't you know, whoa, don't you love them sometime? You dadgum government, you better pay attention. You sitting up there like a fool's convention. Well, you dadgum, you dadgum government. Woo! Whoa, don't you know, whoa, don't you love them sometimes? You soul-selling, no-good sons of a deadpan shoe-fitting fire starters ought to tear your no-good goddamn preambulatory bone frame and nail it to your government walls. All of you bastards! Yeah, dadgum government, you sorry rack of pratchett's. You got yourself an itch and you won't be to scratch it. Well, you dadgum. Well, you dadgum. Yeah, dadgum. You dadgum government, you sorry sons of bitches. You got your damn hands in every pocket of my britches. Well, you dadgum, you dadgum government. Woo! Oh, don't you know, whoa, don't you love them sometime? Whoa, 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 government.
Lock the stove, Pap. I'll roll these fishing cornmeal.
Don't you like living out here in the woods with your old pap? We can go hunting and fishing, and you can take up cussing again if you like. I ain't got no objections. You can get up when you want to, and you ain't gotta eat off no plate neither.
Could be right jolly if you didn't drink, so.
Would you do me a favor, son? Would you do me a favor?
What?
Would you remember your old pap from a better day?
Pap, talk that way. We had some good times. Take it all around.
Just when a man's got his son, all raised up at last, they try to take him away from him. He's got him raised up to try to go to work and do something good and give him a rest, and the government tries to take him away. Hey, you just be still when I'm talking to you. So, that's how they teach you to act. There just ain't no end to your airs.
Come on, Pap. Let me help you here, Cop.
What is that? What's that?
It's just a broken stick, Pap.
It's a cottonmouth snake. Don't
No,
get
it's just
near
a
it.
broken stick.
Oh, that cottonmouth, he bit me.
No, Pap,
He
you're
bit
built by
me.
a 40 rod whiskey, that's all.
No, there's another, and get him off of me.
Pap,
get
you're
him off
sick.
of me.
Got the delirium tremens. Just lay still. I'll go get you some water. You lay still.
You gotten so big and strong, I I remember you when you was just a
Sleep,
tadpole.
Pap. Sleep. That's when I first thought about running off. Couldn't leave Pap this way. I went to the window to see if daylight was coming. Will this night ever end?
Angel of death, I'm gonna kill you, then you won't come for me no more. You come here, Angel. You come here, I'm gonna kill you. I'm just gonna rest a while. I'm kind of tired, and then I'm gonna kill you, Angel.
I just wanted to get away from Pap and the money, all the trouble it caused me. Ah. That day, Pap went to town. And I done something so bloody, I shouldn't tell you about. But I will. Went out and caught a wild hog. Chopped out the door of that cabin, cut the pig's throat. Spilled blood all over everything. So they thought someone broke in and murdered me. Oh, I threw in all sorts of fancy touches. Tom Sawyer couldn't have done it better himself. Tom always says, man's best friend is a hog.
Well, I've always heard, but I ain't too sure, that a man's best friend is a mangy cur. I kinda favor the hog myself, about a hand for the hog. Said a hog ain't nothing but a pork thing, little fork-kid feet with the nose you bring. Pickle them feet, folks, how about a hand for the hog? If you took an ocean, I bet, good hog make a hell of a pet. You could teach him to ride and hunt, you could clean him up and let him sit up front.
Then I went back and got my spyglass, some coffee, matches, hopped in Pat's canoe, went over to Jackson's Island.
In the scheme of things, the way things go, you might get bit by the old Fido, not that gentle porker friend. How about a hand for the hog? Fellow and a hog had a comedy act. Fellow was terrible, as a matter of fact. That hog was a funny sucker though. How about a hand for the hog? If you took an ocean, I bet you could teach a hog to smoke a cigarette. Well, it might take a little bit of time, but hell, what's time to a hog? Looks like this. Either you